Hey guys, it's Danny and I have new nails. As you can see, I do have my nubbies painted, but I don't have on any tips. And there's a reason for that. So basically I took off the set I had on. They were starting to lift. I had them on for a while and I was like, oh, just, do the whole thing. The Jello peel off base coat, by the way, amazing. Even, with being on for a while, it still just, they popped right off. It was great. Then I decided to do a new set. And I had noticed this with the last set I put on, but I was like, oh, okay. But 3 of my nails, it's my own fault. I didn't follow rule number 1, which is always protect the nails. And I must have filed them down too much. They just got too thin. Like when you learning how to use the drill, I must have drilled down too much. They didn't. Again, very, very thin, just very, very damaged. 3 of my nails on my right hand, it was my thumb, my pointer, and my middle. My thumb is the freaking worst. And in trying to put on the nail on these 3 fingers, just using the lamp hurt so much because the product was, doing the temperature, getting warm like it does, but it was so warm. I don't really know if it was just getting so hot or if it's just so sensitive, especially my thumb, but I could barely stand to have my hand to have my thumb under the light because it was so hot. It was so sensitive. And it's not so bad now, but even yesterday, just even doing this to my thumbnail hurt so bad. So I mean, it still hurts a little bit, but it's like I said, my thumb is the worst, but these 2 fingers also hurt as well. Just not as bad, but still very sore, very tender, very sensitive. And I was like, oof. So I decided that I'm just going to take a break from the nail tips. I'm going to take a break from, I know I hadn't done it in a while, but I'm not going to do polygel. I'm not going to do gel polish at all. I'm not going to do anything that needs the lamp. And what I'm going to do is I took off my nails. I clipped everything down because I do usually have a little bit of, nail growth. I cut off all the new nail growth and I painted them with just some regular nail polish. And that's just how it's going to be for a little while. I'm going to let my nails recover. I'm going to let them grow out, I'm probably going to keep them fairly nubby for a little while because what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them grow out and I'm going to cut off the damaged part that's growing out. I'm going to let it grow in. Like I said, this thumb is the worst. And I couldn't figure out why it was so hard recently for me to get a good on the nail. And I looked and it's because this nail is flat. There isn't any curve to it. And I don't think it was always like that because I swear it was easier. And if I look right here down at the end where new growth would come in, it looks like it's actually humped up a little bit. So I'm gonna let this grow out and see if I just accidentally freaking somehow filed it so much that my nail is now flat. If not, then I'll have to figure something out to instead of using just so much glue, I'll have to figure out something I can use to kind of, you know what I mean? Make it to where it's easier. Maybe putting a little blob in the thing and filling it up a little bit, curing it, and then fusing that to it maybe. I don't know. Something. I gotta do something. But anyway. So I'm gonna still be doing my nails. I'm still gonna be painting my nails. There just won't be any gel polish on these nails because like I said, I'm not doing anything with the lamp. I'm gonna use this time, I think, though, to really go through my nail polishes and kind of go and see what I like and what I don't like. Because if you guys remember, I did a video not too long ago where I had used a Zoya polish where I was like, wow, I really like the color, but it was like so streaky and just so, it was so streaky and so patchy and just didn't want to dry. And stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna, like, you know, do that to kind of weed out ones that I don't really want. I am gonna show you what I put on my nails. This is this hand, and this is actually this polish by Mooncat. It's called Treachery in Blue, and it is a thermal. So when it's cold, it's blue. You can kind of see. And when it's warm, it turns this kind of pinky. It's got a little bit of blue to it, but it's kind of like a pinky nude color. It's a really pretty color, and I really, really like it. And then on this hand, which I think might need a second coat, I might put another coat on, is this beautiful pink, also by Mooncat, and it is called Mercaton. It is very, very pretty. Both of these polishes, I'm almost positive, no, I know for a fact I've done videos on them before, so I just wanted to show them off, and, you know, my son actually picked them out. They're very pretty colors. I just wanted to kind of show them on the nubbins and explain why there won't be any nails, like long nails or any kind of nail art, because I don't want, like I said, not doing anything where I have to put anything under the lamp. Solely this is just so they can heal up, and once they get into a better place, I don't know exactly how long that will be. I'm thinking I want to give it a couple of months, maybe 2 or 3 months before I do the tips again. But who knows, maybe I'll break out the hand and do some stuff with the hand, and maybe not just those little nails that come on it. Maybe I'll like put some tips on it. Some of the tips that I can't use, maybe I can you know, fit the ones that I don't use on there, like the sizes I don't need, so that way I can do something fun with those. You know, things like that. I guess also too, while I'm here, when I had put the initial tips on where I said I made the decision because it hurt so bad, I was able to adhere the ones to these 3 nails. It just took me extra long, and they looked like garbage. Like, they didn't like really adhere. Like, there was so much like air bubble. Like, this one like was like only like half adhered or whatever, but I was like, well, it feels sturdy enough, so maybe it'll be okay. And so I had painted them even, but I used this color I had from Lynn B Designs, and it's a really pretty dark blue color, and it's called Time and Relative Dimensions in Space, TARDIS, for Doctor Who, and it's cool and everything. It's a really nice color, but it is very, very streaky and very, very stringy. Like, it was, when I would paint, it would be okay, but then it's like it was drying out, but even when I put thinner in it, it still did. I don't know, it got really stringy. Like, I don't know, it was weird. And I put thinner in this, you know, and it still did it. So this is gonna go into the little bad pile. And at the end of the year, like I said, I'm gonna do like a roundup of, like, you know, this color wasn't great. I've used this brand before and I like this brand, but this color's not great. Or maybe I got a bad one, but, you know, I just figured I'd throw that out there, that this is gonna go in that little pile. And also too, again, the pile doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad polish, because it could be that I just don't like the look of it on me. I didn't like how it performed, or just, and then, but if you like it, that's cool, it's whatever. But yeah, so that is my sad new nails and my update. Don't expect to see any good long nails from me for a while. I don't think I have any that I have recorded that I haven't uploaded yet. So there won't even be like old videos even because, you know, I don't have any. Now there still might be some videos of me that I have, there are going to be a few videos that I filmed prior to this one, that I don't know what order I'm going to put them in, where I might have some nails on, but, yeah, just, it's not, yeah. Anyway, that is my video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.